Good afternoon, traders. It is Friday, April 5th, 2013, and the U.S. stock market is closed. We had a bad jobs report come out this morning, and it initially really tanked the market. The Dow Jones Industrial Average within the first 15 minutes fell. I think it got down as low as 150 points, or at least pretty close to that. It was quite a spectacular sell-off. But as has happened with every sell-off recently, and I keep talking about this, there's people standing around, they're just dying to get into this bull market, and they come in and buy it. And after having established that low that I think was about down 150, the market started to rally, and it rallied all day long, and it closed down only 40 points, which is a huge rally from the bottom to the point where it closed. And this only indicates to me that this is a bull market, and it can overcome adverse news like a bad job report without any problems. So my assessment of this market being a bull market has not changed one bit. We were pretty lucky today. We really didn't get hurt at all. We closed out about $2,500 in losing trades, but we're carrying open trade equity of about positive $1,800. So our losses really were under $1,000, and as a trader, I will tell you, if you lost less than $1,000, that's not hardly even a loss. We had one good trade, which I'll show you in just a minute, and overall was not such a bad day. Anyway, let's take a look at the charts. Okay, we're looking at the Dow Jones Industrial Average, and you can see here what happened coming into this morning. This market just crashed about the first 15 minutes of the day. I think down here, actually that looks like that was like 30 minutes into the day, but I think it was down pretty close to 150 points at that point. But notice that after those 30 minutes elapsed, buyers came in. This market rallied almost all day long, hardly without let up, and then at the end we had a big push up at the end, and this market ended up closing down only 40 points. That's hardly a sell-off. And so what I keep saying is buyers are going to buy any dip in this bull market, and that's exactly what happened. And because this is a bull market, it can sustain very bad news, such as that bad jobs report this morning. Anyway, we did very well. And I mean, we survived. We lost less than $1,000. I want to show you one interesting trade here. This is an MTU. MTU is Mitsubishi Financial Group. And this is a very interesting trade. I want to show you the whole pattern here. This is interesting for discussing system trading. We bought this thing back here a few days ago, and the darn thing just didn't go anywhere, and we ended up getting out here with a loss down here where you see the white arrow. And then yesterday this thing gapped way up here. Now this is frustrating because we trade a system. Think of how much money we would have made if we bought it here and held on to it, did not get out there, and then we'd be holding it going into here. But that was not the case. We'd trade a system, so we got out. This is a good example of a frustrating system sometimes. But we get this big gap up, and we buy it up here. And this is where it gets really, really scary, buying any market up in the sky like that. But we bought it. We got in. I was scared. Immediately went to a loss. I was afraid. I was really afraid. But look what happened. It ended up closing at a slight profit yesterday, but this morning the darn thing took off. And this trade that we bought originally yesterday in the sky became the star of the day. It's up over $2,500, and we're holding it going in over the weekend because it looks like it's very, very strong and it could go higher. So, you know, that's the yin and yang of being a systems trader. You just got to do what the system says and hope for the best. Overall, it pays off. Anyway, we didn't have a bad day, and this is Trader Bob. I'm signing off. Have a good weekend, and I'll see you on Monday.